good as we are, and I think the Pacers probably have something to do with that as well. You know, obviously them being younger, and you see they have fun playing with each other too, so it might be a little bit of a theme.
You're getting better and better at the middle shot. How much are you learning from Shea?
I try and take bits and pieces that he's very good at and incorporate it to how I would like to play. But I think what I've learned is if you try and do what he's doing, it's a lot more difficult than it looks. So you try and just incorporate some of like the basic fundamental stuff that he does, and then you try and make it your own game. You know, I want to end up being somebody that be like, oh, I play like J-Dub and not like who I'm like constantly trying to like play like, you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
These will be the last two.
Okay. So Tyrese Halliburton obviously is star player ahead of the Snake. What stands out to you when you watch him, and what concerns you most as you have to deal with him in this series?
I don't know if concerns is like not like a slight, like he's a hell of a player, all-star for a reason. I think just I'm just going to say like what makes him very good is that he's very confident. So to be able to play as well as he's been playing through like a lot of the overrated stuff, and for him to be able to like play through that, you know, you got to tip your hat to him for that. So just an extremely confident individual. And I think that regardless of who you are, it makes you dangerous.
Byron, last question?
All season you guys have talked about just what's in front of you the next game. Is that tougher now when you know you're 4 wins away from an NBA championship?
Yeah, for sure. I think we have the right approach to it, though. We always talk about, like, human nature in our locker room, and, like, that's kind of like the human nature way of thinking about it is, like, 4 wins away, and, you know, you kind of lose sight of the fact that you got to win 1 to get to 4, and, you know, you kind of got to stack wins. So that's how we're looking at it. So I think the best way that we've done so far is just let's get prepared for game 1 now and go from there. And I think that does make it a little easier now that we know who we're playing.
All right. Thanks, Dub.